Welcome to Frames. Frames is a card deck for insight. Each card is beautifully illustrated with ideas from science and technology. Each card contains a visual story with ideas from science and technology. When you look at a frame of 4 random cards, your brain works naturally to unlock creative problem solving and explore your inner data. Shuffle the card deck while focusing on a question of importance for you. Those questions start with why, what, or how. Lay out 4 cards in a frame while focusing on that question. The 4 cards represent the person, the unconscious, the conscious, and the action position. This is a frame that you'll interpret. Examine each card in its position. Interpret the story of the frame by looking at the artwork on the card, the position, and the title. Frames uses modern symbolism of science and technology. Old concepts of class, royalty, gender, and work are not included. The 45 cards are separated into 3 forces: physical, spiritual, and intellectual. The forces also help you interpret the frame. Each card is a visual allegory. The title, the symbols, and the force tell a story about what's on the card. You interpret this in its position based on what your question was. The art on the cards has layers of meaning and little details that you'll notice. They're fun to interpret, and you'll notice more as time goes on. People ask, "Can I interpret the cards?" Of course you can. If you have ever interpreted a street sign or compared someone to an animal, you have all that you need to interpret the visual allegory on the cards. Can frames help with business strategy or data analysis? Yes. A frame is just a tool that can help any thought patterns you have become unstuck. Think outside the box. Random ideas help you experiment with solutions, and the name for similar approaches to this are gamification, what-if analysis, pattern recognition, evidence-based approach. There's many names for it. You can use this by yourself or with a team. Shuffling the deck keeps the cards in random order. Randomness is important in science. When a card appears at random in your frame, your brain reacts strongly as it tries to fit the story into the question that you've asked. The benefit is that fresh and unusual connections are formed between your inner data and the question that you're answering. When you sit down to do a frame, you can do a frame during data analysis or even during a mindfulness session. When you lay out your cards, you can have things that you like around you, things that make you happy and peaceful, things that you've collected on trips that are important to you, things from past projects like this reticulated foam, that means something to you when you're asking yourself important questions. Keep track of your questions in a notebook and track the action. Person card, unconscious, conscious, and the action card. The action that you decide to take after your frame, track it in your notebook, and then check in after a while and see how your intuition was working and if the action you took was effective. Thank you for watching the Frames introduction. Make sure to watch the how-to and interpretation videos. Try the user guide to get more help.